At an old East German airfield, a vision of driving in the future, or not driving. This car can see the cones and it's turning its own wheel to avoid them.
But that's not all, because what the computer in this car has been doing is learning the best way to drive this route. So that means it can do something pretty amazing. Seatbelts on. Well, we're doing 80 miles an hour. It's absolutely terrifying. And as you can see, the car is steering itself.
And its lap times are faster than most human drivers. Because the car knows its own limitations, it shouldn't crash. To make the intelligent car think, it's got to be able to see. This one has a rotating laser and senses the reflections from obstacles. A computer in the boot then calculates a route to avoid them, and it directly controls the steering, gears and power. But could this work on real roads, in real traffic?
You have to detect each pedestrian, you have to see all the other cars and to get an impression what they intend to do. But I think if we really push the technology very hard, in a couple of years we are in a situation to do that.
Science fiction in 2 years? Well, look at this rather stately race in the Nevada desert. Every car driving itself for 130 miles, with sometimes interesting consequences. Experts are now developing cameras capable of reading traffic lights and road signs. Next year they'll race in a mocked-up city with traffic.
We're going to see people in driverless cars in the next 20 to 30 years. It'll free up people's time, and it'll make just people drive cars that otherwise can't drive cars, like blind people, for example.
But car companies are worried. If there's a crash, they'll get sued. So they're introducing the technology bit by bit. This Prius can park itself. But the average human has a crash every million miles. When computers can beat that, it'll make sense to pass control from man to machine. Tom Simons, BBC News, Germany.